Rational numbers. What are rational number? It might come to your mind. What is a rational number? Don't worry. You just let us go through the exploration activity over here, whereby the aim is to recognize and describe rational numbers. So they ask you to perform the activity in a groups of 4. We can't do that right now. So I'm just going to discuss with you or go through everything. You are given some number cards as follows: 0.3, negative 1.25, 1 and 1 over 3, 5, negative 8, negative 2, 2 over 5. So they ask you to discuss how you will write these numbers in the form of P over Q, such that P and Q are integers. And then what are your conclusion? Okay, so for example, 0.3 over here, if I ask you to write down in the form of P over Q, we can write down, right? Because 0.3 is 3 over 10. Okay, so it is in the form of fraction already, whereby negative 1.25 is negative 1 over 4. If you are fast enough, huh? And then 1 over 3, can we write down in the form, can we write down in the form of P over Q? Yes, right, because 3 times 1, 3, plus 1 here.
4 over 3.
Correct, 4 over 3. Same with this one, I forgot to change it to improper fraction. So improper fraction for this is negative 5 over 4. So we change this into the form of P over Q. P over Q. What about 5? Can we change the form of P over Q? Yes,
5
right.
over 1.
Yeah, very good. It is equal to 5 over 1. Same goes with negative 8. It is equal to negative 8 over 1.
1.
Yeah, and the last one here, we can change it becomes negative 5 times
12
2.
of 12.
Very good. 12 over
5.
all the numbers over here from 0.3, negative 1.25 to the last one. All of this, we can change it into the form of P over Q, right? So as long as you can change the number into the fraction, meaning that these are all the rational numbers. Okay, so you look at the description given here. Numbers that can be written in fractional form, that is P over Q, such that P and Q are integers. So integers means it can be negative, it can be positive. And with the condition that Q is not 0, are known as rational numbers. So all of these rational number. Okay, we continue with the example over here. Determine whether 1, 4 over 5, 3 over 4, negative 9, and 3.5 are rational numbers or not. So each of these, you will have to change it to the form of P over Q. As long as you can change it to the form of P over Q, then it is a rational number. So 1, 4 over 5, when we change to the form of P over Q, 1 times 5 equal to 5. 5 plus 4 is a 9. So it's 9 over 5. Is 9 over 5 a rational number? Class?
Yes.
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 So it is a rational number. Okay, and then for 3 over 4, of course, this one is already in the form of P over Q, so it is a rational number. And then for negative 9, so we just need to change it into the form of fraction, which is negative 9 over 1. Therefore, it is a rational number. And the last one, 3.5. This is a decimal number. Is it a rational number? So can, right? We change it becomes 3.5 is 3.5. 3.5, change it to the form of improper fraction. 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 1, 7.
7.
Yeah, 7 over 2, it's in the form of P over Q. Here, sorry, P over Q. Therefore, it is a rational number. Okay? Any questions so far, class?
No.
You all understand, huh? Okay, and then I'm
Yes.
continue. Very good. So next thing, you are going to learn how to perform computations. It's just like the one that you have learned in the previous lesson regarding the fractions, the decimals, all of it. the integers, you have to perform combined operations of computations, right? So same goes with the rational number over here. You have to perform computations involving the basic arithmetic operation such as bracket, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Okay, so this example 16, if you want to refer to your book, is on page, let me see. If you have your book with you, it is on page,
24.
yeah, very good, 24. Okay, now here, let us go through the example one by one. A, they ask you to solve each of the following, negative 0.4 plus 1.5 multiplied by negative 1 over 8. So in order for us to solve all of this, you can see these two is in the form of fraction. So it will be easier if you change everything into the form of fraction, like the decimal. So when I change the decimals into a fraction, it is equal to negative 4 over 10. Then you just copy down the rest and change it into improper fraction if it is a mixed number. So 1 over 2 is 3 over 2. And you multiply by, in bracket, negative 1 over 8. Okay, so next thing, you remember, the first step is the bracket. The second step is solving the multiplication and division. The last step is to solve the addition and subtraction. So in this operation over here, the one that we need to solve, you see we have plus, we have multiply, we have bracket. So we are going to solve this part here first. Okay, so we continue by copy down negative 4 over 10 plus. So we cannot do anything over here to simplify because 3 cannot simplify with 8 over here. We cannot simplify these two. So what we can do is we are going to multiply straight away. 3 times 1 is equal to 3. 2 times 8 here is equal to 18. And then a positive multiplied by a negative is a negative number. So actually over here, you can straight away change it to negative. Okay, so we are going to continue. If you look at the working in your book, we will discuss the working in your book later on. You also can do the work.
Teacher,
Yes. Oh, 16,
2
sorry. I
times
wrote
8,
the wrong thing.
16.
Yes, 16. Thank you. I wrote the wrong number. So we will refer to the book later on, if you want to do like what your book did. But now we go through this first. So it is negative 4 over 10 minus 3 over 16. Hopefully you know how does the negative come from. It came from here. Positive times negative is negative. You learned this earlier, remember? Positive times negative equal to negative. Negative times negative equal to positive. You learn this, so we apply it now. Yes. Now, when it comes to two sign, which is same sign, we are going to add the number after we copy the sign. So copy the sign, negative. We are going to add 4 over 10 and 3 over 16. But we cannot do the operation right now because the denominator is different, right? So we need to change it to the lowest common multiple. Okay, this one, the lowest common multiple, you are going to learn it in the next chapter. So here, you just need to think of a suitable number. What can you use as the common number for these two fractions? Both can be changed into what number? So you are going to multiply it by this one by 8 so that you get an 80. Okay, this one I'm going to multiply by 8 also. 4 times 8, 32. Okay, what about next one, 16? How do I get 80 from 16? I multiply by 5. Okay, so this one multiply by 5. 3 times 5, 15. 5 times 16, we get 80. Okay, so now if you look at the denominator, it's the same already, right? Then we can solve it by copy down because again, same sign, copy down the sign. And then plus the numerator. 32 plus 15 is 47. 80, you copy down. Okay, that is how we get the answer for the first one. Is everyone fine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Move forward. Thank you. We move forward to the next question. B. Okay, everybody look at B. 18 times negative 7 over 12 plus 1.5 divided by 0.3. So we have a whole number 18 here, the fraction, the decimal. So it's better or easier for you to change the decimal into fraction. So therefore, this is equal to still the same. 18, you can change your fraction, is 18 over 1 multiplied by negative 7 over 12. Okay, plus, now 1.5 is actually equal to 1.5, right? Okay, so we change it into improper fraction, which is 3 over 2. Okay, after that, divide. I rub this off, divide by 0.3. So we also know that 0.3 is 3 over 10. Okay, now you got to remember that the operation that we need to come first is bracket. Okay, you see this one, bracket come first. So we need to solve the bracket in here. Okay, and then in the big bracket here, we have plus and we have multiplication. So then you are going to move to the second step here. You are going to solve the multiplication first. Okay, so in between 18 and 12, we can simplify these two numbers, right? So the number that is common to cancel them is 6. 12 divided by 6 equal to 2. 18 divided by 6 equal to 3. So we can get the answer over here. 3 times 7, okay, is equal to 21. Down here, 1 times 2 equal to 2.
2.
Yeah, and then this is a positive fraction multiplied by negative. Again, positive times negative is equal to negative. So I fill in here, negative. Okay, and so we solved the first two fraction already. We still have this. So I'm going to copy down 3 over 2. And then this one is in a bracket like this. Okay, this is a small bracket. This is a big bracket. So divide here at the back. Straight away, I'm going to change to multiplication. Okay, so it becomes a reciprocal, which
10
is
over 3.
10 over 3. Very good. And then we proceed. So over here, negative 21 over 2 plus 3 over 2, they are having the same denominator. So we can add up straight away, which means it is negative 21 plus 3. Negative 21 plus 3 is negative.
24.
Is that 24? You remember different sign? If it is different sign, a positive and a negative, you have to look for the bigger number. Bigger number is 21. Copy the sign of the bigger number, it is negative. After that, 21 minus 3 is 18. You got to remember this, same sign, different sign.
Yes.
I've
Okay.
told you
Okay.
that before. Yes. Okay, so it's negative 18 over 2
2.
multiply 10 over 3. So over here, the 18 and 3, we can cancel it by simplifying it. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 6, 18. Same goes to number 2 and 10. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 5, 10.
5.
Yeah. Then we just multiply the 6 and the 5. 6 times 5, 30.
30 over 1.
1. So negative times positive is negative. That's how the answer is negative 30. We don't write down the over 1 because over 1, we simplify it. The answer is negative 30. Any questions so far?
No.
No.
In understanding it, I saw that there are some, is that a sad face by Magdalene and Vanessa? Is that a sad face?
Bastard.
If you don't understand, you raise up your hand and let me know so I can explain to you again. So far, if no sound from you, then I'll just continue with the last part, which is the problem solving. Okay, so you can see the problem solving. Where did I put the problem solving? Here, problem solving. Now we are going to apply what you have learned and try to solve the problem given. Okay, let's look at the problem given here. Noria has a savings of 120 ringgit. She donates 3/8 of her savings to flood victims. Okay, 3/8 of her saving meaning that 3/8 out of 120 ringgit lah. She then buys a pair of school shoes for 25 ringgit 60 cent, meaning that she spent another 25 ringgit 60 cent to buy a pair of shoes. So calculate the balance that she still has. First, we got to understand how much money does she have? She has 120 ringgit. What did she do? She donate 3/8 of money. And then she buys school shoes with 25 ringgit 60 cent. So here, what you can do is out of the 120 ringgit, you can straight away multiply by, I'm not going to show you 3/8 over here. I'm going to straight away multiply by 5/8 because that's the remaining money, correct or not? Okay? You see?
Okay.
1 minus 3/8 is 5/8 because she used 3/8 of the money to donate to the flood victims. So the 120 I multiply by 5/8 will be her remaining money after the donation. So 120 minus 5/8 will be her remaining money. Then she buys school shoes for 25 ringgit 60 cent. You minus it to get the balance that she still has. Okay, so I'm going to show you by using the calculator. You are going to find out 120 ringgit times 5/8. How much is the amount? Okay, so this is the way of finding 120. You multiply by 5, divide by 8. 120 multiply by 5, divide by 8. You can show it like this, 75 ringgit. Or you can press 120 multiply by, this is the fraction. Can you see this fraction button? This one, you press this, then you just press 5 on top. Use the bottom that going down to press the 8. Then you press the equal button. So you will have this, but then you need to change it to a proper number. So it is ST. I'm sorry, I pressed 120. You need to move it back by using the button here. See, I use the button. I just need to change it. Delete, change to 2, press the equal sign, so it's 75. Okay, we go back here, which means this is 75. Minus 25 ringgit 60 cents. So you can press your calculator again. If you are fast enough, you can get the answer straight away. So from 75, you minus 25 ringgit 60 cents. We will have an amount of RM 49 ringgit 40 cents. So you can see from here, all my working, I don't write down the RM because I don't want you to confuse later on. Some of you will write down RM here and then you confuse, you also write RM here, which is not correct already because the RM is only for the price. So for your working, you don't have to show the unit until the last part. Then you show your unit. Okay, and lastly, you got to answer the question. The balance she still has is RM 49 ringgit 40 cents. Okay, or you also can follow the method in your textbook. So you can refer to your textbook, that is page 25. It's somewhere down here. Hold on. This is the one whereby they show you on how to get the amount donated first. So the amount donated is 45 ringgit here. 3 over 8 times 120, you get 45. So to get the balance, it's 120 ringgit, you minus 45 and minus 25.6 again. Then you get the answer. Same goes to the previous exercise, the one that I showed you just now. This one. See, this part here, which is the one that I mentioned. This one. Because just now I showed that I changed it to this one. This one. I changed it to, let me see. This part here. I change it to minus straight away because I said positive times negative is negative, right? But then in your book, you can see that this part, okay, they didn't change it yet. Why? Because they use the 3 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 8, they get 3 over 16. Okay, and then they copy down the negative sign from the 1 over 8 here. So that's why they have a bracket outside. But then there is another positive sign outside. So bracket means multiplication. When you have bracket, means this is positive times negative, then you'll get a negative. So like me over here, straight away, I change it to negative. Positive times negative is negative. Okay, so that is the lesson for today. Basically, we have 45% over here. Any question?
No, teacher.
No.
No,
No.
teacher.
Dino.
I want to check
No. Yes, Miss Dino.
45 of you first. Everybody hang on there. I want to see everybody in there. Hold on. Change the outside bar, towel. 49 maximum already. Okay, so everybody here, 45 of you. Hold on. My print screen first. Okay, and wait, give me some time. I want to give you some exercise. So I found out in your GC just now, a few of you already done it. Wait, let me show it to your GC. Okay, this is your GC. So for the exercise or your homework for today, I've already posted it in the GC. This is the one, rational number, and I noticed some of you already turned in. Hopefully for those who already turned in, you get full marks. Okay, what you need to do is solve this homework later on. Fill in your name, your class, and then we have around, I think, 8 questions. So you try to solve all of these questions slowly. Okay, try your best to get it all correct without using calculator. Unless the tedious part, like the one that I show you just now, you have to multiply or you have to divide with a big number, then only you use calculator. Like this one also simple. If you can get it fast, try to get the answer without using calculator. Okay, clear or not, class?
Clear.
Clear.
Yes.
Good.
Clear.
Yeah.
Awang, if you didn't get full mark, I'll try again next time. Do it slowly. You got to focus. Okay, so that's all for the lesson today. I'll see you on next Thursday at 9:30. So the link
Okay.
will be given around 10 minutes before or in that 10 minutes. You just get ready by 9:30 on next Thursday. Okay, this Thursday, not next Thursday, sorry. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you, class.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
madam.
you.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
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 Yeah, bye.
Bye, everyone.